Hello, welcome to another edition of Familiar Faces, where we take a look at the many strange places where TV personalities have been before they made it big. Now then, former Sun Hill police officer D.I. Frank Burnside, a bloke you don't mess about with. He bends the rules, plays dirty, but gets the bad guys. But when he arrived at Sun Hill, he kept pretty quiet about his dodgy past.
All this on the Never Never?
Want a cup?
No, thanks. Where's the missus?
What do you want?
That warehouse, Stanmore, 1970.
What about it?
We got you solid.
You were the original planner, but you backed up when they decided to use guns. So they hired another draftsman. 2 night watchmen were killed, just as you'd feared, and in Alsatia. The Animal Lovers League got questions asked in Parliament, and the team ended up doing 20 years. How do you feel about your future?
You gotta be joking.
I know. It now transpires they did use your plans after all.
You got 5 days. Cheers.
You'd think he'd have stopped after a visit from the flying squad, but oh no, not Frank. He was worse than ever.
Look, if that ruling slag knows, then
I told you I want no rough stuff. I've got a nice business, sir. I don't want the law breathing down my neck every time.
You'll have it, sugar, if they get those ledgers before we do. I mean, what's that Pratt come up with so far? Sweet Neffel.
He's going over her place with her this morning, all right? You do what you're supposed to do.
Yes. Well, if nothing's come up by the time I get back, I'm taking over. Right?
Things after that were a bit quiet, and Frank started to settle down, until he moved to Holby.
My mother's an old woman, and you animals come over here.
Hold your horses a
I'll
second.
tell you exactly what I'd like to do to
Calm
all
down,
you Irish and your IRA filth. I'd like to show you exactly what it's like.
Mr. Davison, I can understand that you're upset, but I can assure you...
Assure me, you bog Irish bitch! Oh, come on! Get off, please! Stop it, bastard!
He moved shortly after that and lived for a while as a florist in Kidderminster. It was at this point in his career that Frank Burnside joined the force. As a detective sergeant with an assumed name, he infiltrated a hotbed of crime in a quiet little 3 up, 2 down.
Detective Sergeant Boxon.
Oh, yes.
Where did you buy that candlestick?
I'll ask the question, sir. Where'd you buy that candlestick?
Why did you ask?
Because it's about as kosher as roast pork.
Perhaps you could just leave us to it, sir.
Mind you, if she tries to make for it, let us know. Wouldn't mind grappling her to the ground.
And even when he first arrived at Sun Hill, he was still using an assumed name. Not Frank Burnside. Oh no.
Hello, Bob. How are you?
Tommy Burnside.
Long time no see.
So why spoil it?
Go and take a jump, Sergeant. Roy Galloway about?
No.
Well, I'll wait then. May I?
PC Smith, will you take the detective sergeant upstairs?
Cheers, son. Glad to see that nose job was a success, Bobby.
So, Mr. Burnside, we've got your measure. It's all gone pear-shaped. You're nicked. Case closed. Well, I'll be back again soon with some more familiar faces. So try and join us, because you never know who's in the file.